Hello everyone, this is Haru and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hatsuharu or Haru for short, and I am a digital artist that posts speed paints and art contents here on YouTube. So if you'd like some of that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get to the video. Today is another day for Artist Talks. So for those people who don't know what Artist Talks is, this is a series that I do here on YouTube where we talk about different topics, controversial gossip, stories that we can discuss here on this channel while I draw and do art. So if you like art and listening to controversial topics, gossips, and stories, this series is for you. We will talk about the Studio Ghibli AI art trend, which has gone quite viral the past few weeks. So this involves a famous ChatGPT, which is a generative AI tool that is released by OpenAI. So AI has been largely used nowadays. We use it in our daily lives. Basically, we use it at school, at work, or even just searching for something that we don't know. ChatGPT has been there for us. But I am not one to promote the use of AI, actually, because for me it is quite unoriginal to produce something that is created by AI and call it art. And I don't believe that AI art is the real art, and I don't believe that AI artists are real artists, just to be clear. Now, while we talk about this topic, I will do a hand-drawn redraw of my original character and self-Sona that has the same bonnet as me. So if you're wondering where that bonnet came from, this is it. So yeah, so I will draw myself Sona in Ghibli style surrounded by Studio Ghibli characters. So this is a way to pay homage to the great Hayao Miyazaki, and of course to show you guys that the only correct way to draw in Ghibli style is to just pick up a pen and draw. This is my way to pay respects to Hayao Miyazaki because I am a great fan of Studio Ghibli's animated films and works. As artists, we know how these AI tools or interfaces create images or art. So yeah, they generate images with the use of creators and users feeding it already created art and images to use as references. So basically none of those are original, which is why AI art is not real art, because you are just prompting it to produce it in another art style that has been created by another artist. Now, talks about AI taking over the art industry has been a big issue for years now, and recently it has really been the talk of the town as a trend of the Studio Ghibli AI art trend surfaced the internet. So yeah, it is quite sad that artists have been battling AI for quite some time now. Now, firstly, for those people that are unaware, Studio Ghibli is an animation studio founded by the great Hayao Miyazaki. So Hayao Miyazaki is a Japanese animator that created Studio Ghibli. So the studio has captivated audiences around the world by their masterfully created movies like Spirited Away, Grave of the Fireflies, and Howl's Moving Castle. I'm sure you know Howl's Moving Castle. It has been the talk of the town, especially when you first get into anime. I know that I did when I first got into really watching anime. Studio Ghibli movies are the first ones that had been introduced to me, and besides those mainstream anime like My Hero Academia, etc. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen one of their movies at least once in your lifetime, and I'm sure you guys have seen the memes, the artworks that is referencing the characters from the Studio Ghibli films. Studio Ghibli films are famously hand-drawn, and each frame is meticulously drawn, and each film takes several years to be produced. Hayao Miyazaki has a very strict work ethic that he promotes that all animation should be drawn traditionally, and he is the one of the greatest animator, or he is the one of the pioneers of Japanese animation. He really loves to create something that is hand-drawn and something that doesn't use lots and lots of technology to produce. But recently, people have been using ChatGPT to generate images and personal portraits in Studio Ghibli style, and has been posting it on social media. People have been using AI to recreate Studio Ghibli's unique art style. This is crazy to me because with all the controversy of AI infiltrating the art industry, this trend will further drive the nail deeper to the coffin and make more artists question their career and livelihoods if AI will be utilized more in this way. So let's get to the controversy. On the first day of April, Sam Altman, who is the CEO of OpenAI, posted on X to announce that a new tool will be added to all of the free users of ChatGPT. So basically, he limits those people who uses ChatGPT to generate more images and more Studio Ghibli AI art. And this demand of AI-generated Ghibli-style art caused a surge of users, which made Altman to implement the rate limits. It is crazy how the blatant use of AI is even encouraged by the CEO because of course, more users, more money. This CEO even changed his profile on X into a Ghibli-style portrait. So basically, he is just taunting everyone to use ChatGPT to generate their photos and render it into Studio Ghibli's art style. So they were like, yeah, give us more money. Forget about literal artists who are working hard to draw this style, or forget about the artists who are starving. So what is an artist anyway? I know. Well, guys, this AI galore has just been getting weirder and weirder. And even the White House literally posted their own take on this AI art trend, where they posted this photo. This is a literal photo of a case of an alleged dealer redrawn into Studio Ghibli's art style. I mean, is this the world we are in right now? This is just plain insensitivity, and at this point, this makes me think of the days when people are literally afraid that AI and technology will take over us, but now it may be our reality. Yeah, so now back to Mr. Hayao Miyazaki, who of course is in disdain, or of course he doesn't like that his art style has been used by AI. So back then, he called AI in animation an utter disrespect, utterly disgusting, and an insult to life itself. But of course, it is a disrespect, especially knowing how he values hard work and pays respect to the traditional way of making the craft. This is why I hate AI art. So yeah, and also the people who justifies AI art. I hate people who justifies AI art. I mean, what kind of sane person literally types something like literally 3 words and lays back and says, I am an artist? I am all for the notion that everyone can be an artist, but this is not the way to be an artist. This is just a way to be lazy. As you all know that I am a Filipino artist, here in the Philippines, we're literally getting or seeing people posting commissions open for commissions, but then you see that there is a bunch of Studio Ghibli AI generated images in their examples, and they are just charging 20 pesos, they're just charging 50 pesos, 10 pesos, 15 pesos or so, and a lot more lower than those real artists that draws art the traditional way. So imagine charging people for prompts in ChatGPT. I mean, that is just lazy. I mean, I get that economy is bad. The Filipino economy is bad, I know. But you're literally taking the livelihood of artists by flaunting your AI all over the internet. So back to Studio Ghibli, John McGee, who is a professor of 3D visualization within the Faculty Arts, Design and Architecture, he said that if it's not being curated in any way, it's not representative of the brand of the original artist who generated them. Well, yeah, of course, because guys, Miyazaki literally addresses important themes in his films. Studio Ghibli creates films not just for the sake of fun, it creates films for the sake of something. It has an advocacy. It talks about environmentalism, it talks about human emotions, which is the complete opposite of the effects of AI. AI literally uses excessive power and generates overconsumption and environmental cost. The demand for Studio Ghibli's art style has been quite a lot that it literally melted GPUs. Imagine something that is considered plagiarizing is melting the GPUs and causing much more problems in the environment rather than you just pick up a pen and draw. Using a machine to generate images while also gaining profit without acknowledging every bit of the mind power that is used to create that art style is very, very disrespectful. So now let's move on to the legal side of things. So especially now that One Piece director Megumi Ishitani hopes the legal action would be taken because she couldn't accept that Studio Ghibli is being treated so cheaply. I know, cheap people are using AI to generate art because they are too broke to commission artists. Yeah, this issue has been so big that even the biggest faces in the animation industry has been taking a stand against AI. So basically, as a conclusion, AI sucks, and for the love of God, we need to stop it feeding it art. We need to stop using AI to generate art. We need to start commissioning artists. We need to start hiring real artists. We need to start hiring real human artists to create your work for you, to create your art for you, to create something for you. So, because the main point of art is to create and tell stories and reflect how an artist think and feel. AI just generates something that is already there and has already been created. So yeah, it defeats the purpose of art basically. It defeats the purpose and the principle of originality in art. It just takes everything and mashes it into one generated images. I personally think that AI could help a lot of people in other ways. There are multiple uses of AI that can ease the daily lives of people, especially those who are not quite as capable as others. So AI art is not one of those. Even disabled people, even those people who are struggling in life can create art. Art is accessible even with any medium out there, which means that people should not be asking AI to make art, but people should be asking AI to make their lives easier so they could make art. My final thoughts on this topic, AI should really just focus on other stuff that can improve our lives, like healthcare, lifting poverty, discovering illness, and just making lives easier for us. So I once saw an article of AI detecting early signs of cancer, and that is how AI should be utilized. That is how AI should be used to find cancer. It should not be used to create art for us and just steal other people's job in art styles. Humans should be the one to do the creative labor because we are the one who have brains. Creativity and imagination comes from human brains. So no AI can replicate the uniqueness and the ability of a human mind. So let's not be lazy and ask a machine everything, especially if that machine steals somebody's artwork. That's it for today. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Thank you once again for watching. I know that I do not upload as often as I wanted to, but that's because I've been really busy with school, commissions, and stuff to keep me afloat. So I hope you guys understand. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more commentaries and art related videos. Let me know what topic should we talk about next in the next episode of Artist Talks. So once again, this is Hatsuharu or Haru. Thank you for your support and see you in the next video.